Good evening and welcome to News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Let's begin with the day's top stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses public rallies in Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Maharashtra. Calls Congress Manifesto an attempt to weaken the armed forces. The Prime Minister also accuses Naveen Patnaik government and Congress of using poverty as a political tool. Congress and BJP announce fresh list of candidates. Shatrughan Sinha joins the Congress, gets ticket from Patna Sahib constituency. Congress chief Rahul Gandhi addresses campaign rally in Uttarakhand. Samajwadi Party candidate files nomination from Kannauj. Telugu Desam Party releases party manifesto. Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu says if voted to power, his government will give 2 lakh rupees to each family every year. YSR Congress Party also releases manifesto, promises to build 20 lakh houses in 5 years. Space debris from mission Shakti will be destroyed within 45 days. Drdo debunks fears of NASA and other agencies expressed in the wake of ASAT test in low Earth orbit. And 2 terrorists killed in encounter with security forces in Jammu and Kashmir's Shopia district. Search operation underway in the area. First, all the election-related news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed 3 rallies in Odisha and Chhattisgarh on Saturday. Addressing the people in Odisha's Sonpur district, the Prime Minister accused the Congress of using poverty as a major political weapon and said that the best remedy to eradicate poverty is to do away with the party. He also said that poor people have turned poorer as the Congress did not take any step to ensure its eradication.
असल में कांग्रेस और बीजेडी को गरीबी में अपनी राजनीतिक फसल दिखती है। यही कारण है कि ओडिशा सहित देश के एक बड़े हिस्से को इतने दशकों तक बदहाली में जीने के लिए मजबूर रखा गया। कांग्रेस के पास पूरा अवसर था, दशकों का समय था कि वो अमीरी गरीबी के बीच की खाई को कम कर सके, लेकिन उसने क्या किया? कांग्रेस ने समाज में ऊंच नीच का ऐसा जहर बोया, विकास में भी ऐसा भेदभाव किया कि देश का एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा आगे ही नहीं बढ़ पाया।
In Odisha's Sundargarh, the Prime Minister said the people have to decide whether they want an honest government or a corrupt government in Odisha as well as the centre. Addressing the rally on BJP's Foundation Day, Prime Minister Modi said that the BJP exists because of its hard-working workers and not because of any family or money.
ओडिशा गरीब नहीं है, ओडिशा के लोगों में सामर्थ्य की कमी नहीं है। यहाँ संपदा भी है, संसाधन भी है और संकल्प को पूरा करने वाली ये मेरे उड़ीसा की जनता जनार्दन भी है। अगर यहां कुछ नहीं रहा है तो वो है सही नीति नहीं है और सही नीयत नहीं है। बीजेडी की नीयत सही होती तो किसानों को उनकी उपज की लागत का 1.5 गुना समर्थन मूल्य मिलता जो चौकीदार ने तय किया है। अगर बीजेडी की नीयत सही होती तो यहां के करीब 50 लाख किसानों को जो हजारों करोड़ रुपए सीधे खाते में आने थे उसको रोका नहीं जाता।
In Chhattisgarh's Balod district, the Prime Minister said only a strong government can punish terrorists and achieve development. He also alleged that the Congress and its allies were fighting the elections to give a free hand to the terrorists.
जिताने के लिए कांग्रेस के और उनके साथी चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं जनता की गाढ़ी कमाई को लूटने के लिए। हम चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं एक एक पाई का सही इस्तेमाल करने के लिए। कांग्रेस और उसके साथी चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं आतंकवादियों को, अलगाववादियों को खुली छूट देने के लिए। हम चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं आतंकवादियों को, अलगाववादियों को उनके किए पापों की सजा देने के लिए।
Meanwhile, BJP President Amit Shah held a road show in Ahmedabad city on the 39th Foundation Day of BJP. Shah set out on the road show with BJP State Unit President Jeetu Wagani accompanying him. The road show covered several areas of western parts of Ahmedabad city, which falls in the Gandhinagar Lok Sabha constituency, from where Amit Shah is contesting. Congress President Rahul Gandhi has said that if voted to power at the centre, the Congress government will give 72,000 rupees per year to 20% poor families having an income of less than 12,000 rupees. He was addressing an election rally in support of party candidate in Garhwal, Almora and Haridwar in Uttarakhand on Saturday.
72,000 रुपए साल के, 3,60,000 रुपए 5 साल के, हिंदुस्तान के 20% सबसे गरीब परिवारों के बैंक अकाउंट में मैं डालूंगा। कांग्रेस पार्टी डालेगी।
And Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra held a road show in Fatehpur in Uttar Pradesh on Saturday. Addressing a roadside meeting during her road show, Gandhi assured that her party would work for the upliftment of farmers and also present a separate Kisan budget for them if voted to power. She also accused the BJP for failing to fulfill promises made to people before the 2014 Lok Sabha elections.
आज मैंने आपके क्षेत्र का दौरा लगाया और मैंने देखा कि पिछले 5 सालों में आपके सांसद ने आपके लिए बहुत काम नहीं किया है। जहाँ जहाँ मैं गई यही मुझे बताया गया और ये वही सिलसिला है जो भाजपा की केंद्रीय सरकार का है।
The ruling Telugu Desam party in Andhra Pradesh on Saturday released its manifesto for the general elections. Releasing his party manifesto, TDP President and Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu said, while Congress Chief Rahul Gandhi promised 72,000 rupees per annum to each poor family, his government, if voted back to power, would be giving out 2 lakh rupees to each family every year. The TDP also promised to continue the centre's PM Kisan Samman scheme with a matching grant from the state, giving a benefit of up to 15,000 rupees to each farmer per annum. He also said he has implemented all the assurances in the 2014 manifesto. The TDP chief also criticized the YSR Congress Party President Jagan Mohan Reddy, saying he has released a manifesto of his party without having basic knowledge on the governance as well as issues.
భోగాపురం పైన ఒక ఎయిర్పోర్ట్ వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది హబ్ అండ్ స్పోక్ మోడల్. రాయలసీమ విల్ బి డిఫరెంట్ ఆల్ టుగెదర్. బ్యూటిఫుల్ రోడ్స్ కనెక్టింగ్ బెంగళూరు, కనెక్టింగ్ హైదరాబాద్, కనెక్టింగ్ అమరావతి, కనెక్టింగ్ చెన్నై, అక్కడి నుంచి కనెక్టింగ్ ఆల్ పోర్ట్స్.
The YSR Congress Party also released its Lok Sabha election manifesto on Saturday. The party's manifesto caters to almost every segment of the society, including women, farmers, wage workers and students in the state. With the main focus on farmers, the manifesto promises interest-free loans for farmers, 3,000 crore rupees price stabilization funds and 7 lakh rupees insurance for the families of the farmers who have committed suicide. The party has also promised 50,000 rupees per annum to self-help group women. The opposition party also promised liquor prohibition, making it available only in 5-star hotels. The YSR Congress Party has also promised 10,000 rupees to 35,000 rupees for maintenance of temples and also 15,000 rupees honorarium to imams and muezzin if voted to power. And for more on the story, let's go across to my colleague Kriti Mishra, who is joining us live from Hyderabad. Kriti, good evening. Two of the key players in Andhra Pradesh have released their election manifesto today, the YSR Congress Party and the TDP. And as we have seen, as freebies galore in the manifestos of both the parties, you've been in the state. What do you think? What is your assessment? Which of the two parties have an upper hand this time?
Well, Tina, on Telugu New Year, which is Ugadi, the principal parties, that is the key parties in Andhra Pradesh, have unveiled their manifestos. As far as the TDP is concerned, TDP has promised 5,000 crore rupee farmers fund, and it has also promised interest-free loans. It has also promised to increase unemployment allowance and promised to make several manufacturing and innovation hubs in Andhra Pradesh. Meanwhile, Chandrababu Naidu also took pot shots at YSRCP, saying that people lack experience in governance. As far as the YSRCP is concerned, it has also made several promises. It has promised to extend 12,500 rupee annual income and investment support to the farmers. It has also promised interest-free loans and also free insurance. It has also promised to give YSR housing scheme and also universal health coverage. But of course, the moot question here is, Tina, about the fiscal calibration. Now, the state is already staring at a deficit of around 24,000 crore rupees. And experts believe that if these promises were to be implemented, the state would need additional 2 lakh crore rupees. And where are those resources going to come from? But this is election season, so of course, promises galore from all sides. Tina?
Indeed, Kriti. Thank you so much for joining us with those details. Moving on, UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi has asserted that whatever promises are made by the Congress Party during campaigning for the upcoming elections would be fulfilled soon after the party comes to power. Addressing the People's Agenda Jan Sarokar 2019 event in Delhi, Sonia Gandhi promised that if the party is voted to power, a system will be developed to monitor the implementation of poll promises. The UPA chairperson also attacked the BJP-led NDA government, saying it is ready to fulfill its duty of enforcing rule of law in the country.
जो देश के सभी नागरिकों के प्रति उत्तरदायित्व हो, जो अपने संकल्पों के प्रति गंभीर और अपने कामकाज में निष्पक्ष हो, हमें अपने संविधान की समावेशी, सेक्युलर और उदार भावना को फिर से बहाल करना है। संविधान में जिस बुनियादी स्वतंत्रता और अधिकारों की गारंटी है, उन्हें फिर से स्थापित करना होगा।
The BJP has released another list of 24 candidates for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. The list contains the names of 8 candidates for Haryana, 4 candidates each for Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, 3 each for Jharkhand and Madhya Pradesh, and 1 each for Odisha and West Bengal. Prominent among those who have been given tickets are Union Ministers Rao Indrajit Singh from Gurgaon and Krishnapal Gurjar from Faridabad in Haryana, while Vivek Sejwalkar from Gwalior and Nathan Shah from Chhindwara have been named in Madhya Pradesh. Besides, the party has fielded Anurag Sharma from Jhansi and Keshri Patel from Phulpur Lok Sabha seat in Uttar Pradesh. With this, the party has so far announced 407 candidates. On Saturday, the Congress also released another list of 5 candidates, including 3 from Punjab, 1 from Himachal Pradesh and 1 from Bihar. The party fielded actor-turned-politician Shatrughan Sinha as its Lok Sabha poll candidate from the Patna Sahib constituency in Bihar, hours after he joined the party, quitting the BJP. Sinha will face senior BJP leader and Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad. The Congress also announced the name of former Himachal Pradesh Minister Ramlal Thakur. He will be contesting from the Hamirpur Lok Sabha seat in the state. With the latest list of 5 candidates, a total of 377 names have been announced by the party for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. And West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Saturday accused the BJP of trying to turn legal citizens of the country into foreigners in the name of NRC and Citizenship Amendment Bill. The Trinamool Congress chief was addressing a public rally at Barobisha area of Alipurdwar district of West Bengal. She claimed that her party, the TMC, will lead the formation of the new government at the centre. Dimple Yadav, wife of Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav, on Saturday held a grand roadshow before filing her nomination from the Kannauj parliamentary seat. MPs Jaya Bachchan and Dharmendra Yadav, along with several party workers, accompanied Dimple Yadav. A 2-time lawmaker from Kannauj, Dimple Yadav has represented the Lok Sabha seat from here since 2012, when it was vacated by her husband, who had become the chief minister then.
बीजेपी अपने जो वादे किए थे पूरे कर तो पा ही रही है, ना लोगों को, ना नौजवानों को रोजगार दे पाई है, ना किसानों को उनकी उम्मीद के अकॉर्डिंग उनकी आय दुगनी कर पाई है और ना ही महिला सुरक्षा दे पाई है। तो ऐसे इश्यूज हैं और ध्यान भटकाने के लिए बीजेपी अब सेना का इस्तेमाल कर रही है, जो सरासर गलत है।
In our election special today, we take a look at West Bengal's Diamond Harbour constituency, which is a Trinamool Congress bastion. Sitting MP Trinamool's Abhishek Banerjee is contesting once again from the seat and will face formidable opponents from the BJP as well as the left. Our correspondent Akhilesh Suman takes stock of situation in the Diamond Harbour seat.
Ashapur village in the Diamond Harbour Lok Sabha constituency of West Bengal. Good roads, a good school building, greenery all point to a prosperous village.
कांग्रेस का तो कोई कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, तो जो करेगा तृणमूल ही करेगा। सीपीएम ने इसका कोई चांस ही नहीं है।
Low-lying lands, some privately owned, have been developed for farming with funds allotted for the Manrega scheme.
और क्या चाहिए, लोन फोन होना तो কিছু করেगा, लोन होले सब्जी चाष বা মজলি চাষ এসব করেगा, लोन फोन चाहिए।
Women have been in the forefront, forming self-help groups to augment their household incomes.
तो वही ने ये स्वनिर्भर गोष्ठी चालू किया है आनंदधारा स्कीम से। तो इस गांव के तो महिलाएं बहुत ही खुश है इससे। हमारे यहाँ थोड़ी पानी की प्रॉब्लम है, तो यहाँ पे जो पानी का समस्या है वो थोड़ा मिट जाए तो बहुत ही अच्छा होगा।
But while beneficiaries admit they do get work, but the amount they make is very meager.
ওই তো বললাম যে আমরা এই সব মানে লোকে কাটিং করে দেয়, আমরা ওগুলো সেলাই করি, করে জামাটা সেলাই করি। আমরা চাই যে এর গে বাড়ুক আর কি, তারপরে আমরা কাটিংও শিখতে চাই, রেড বাড়ুক মালগুলোর।
While a few women say that the promised toilets have not been given to some families, all admit the Ujjwala Yojana is a great success. Cylinders were distributed in large numbers, but many didn't get refills due to a lack of money.
उजाला योजना का जो प्रोग्राम है, कस्टमर जो सिलेंडर ओवन कनेक्शन फ्री नहीं, उसका नाम में लोन होता है, प्रोवाइडेड बाय सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट।
The village grows 2 crops in the year. The Congress and the left were quick to field their candidates in the constituency, but the BJP has believed in taking its time to make its choice.
Diamond Harbour constituency is the most prestigious constituency of Trinamool Congress in West Bengal. This is because Abhishek Banerjee, the nephew of Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, is fighting from this seat. Though he is a sitting candidate and there is a little chance of anti-incumbency, but still there are four cornered fight here, and it will be interesting to see that how Abhishek Banerjee retains the seat. Akhilesh Suman for Rajya Sabha Television, with camera person D.K. Pandey from Asapur village of Diamond Harbour constituency.
And time for a short break, but news and updates will continue on the other side. Do stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. A delegation of members of parliament led by Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harivansh on Saturday took part in the 140th Assembly of Inter-Parliamentary Union in Doha, Qatar. The conference that started on 5th of April will continue till 10th of April 2019. Sonal Mansingh, Lok Sabha Secretary General Snehlata Srivastava and Rajya Sabha Secretary PPK Ramacharlu are part of the delegation. The Inter-Parliamentary Union is a platform of representatives from all the parliaments of the world that meets periodically to deliberate on the issues relating to parliaments and other important issues before the humanity at the global level. This year, issues like peace and international security, sustainable development, finance and trade are part of the major issues of the Inter-Parliamentary Union's agenda. Discussions are also slated on democracy and human rights. The DRDO has clarified that India chose a much lower orbit of less than 300 kilometers during mission Shakti to avoid threat of debris to global space assets. DRDO's official statement comes days after NASA raised concerns about the spread of debris from the anti-satellite test India conducted on 27th March. DRDO Chairman G. Satish Reddy also explained that the debris created following the intercept will decay in some weeks.
I said the interceptor has the capability to neutralize the satellites up to 1,000 kilometers altitude. And it is intentionally done at lower orbit of 280 kilometers to ensure that the debris decay very fast. Even the United States of America has done around 250 kilometers altitude interception for the same purpose.
2 terrorists were killed in a brief gun battle with security forces in Jammu and Kashmir's Shopian district on Saturday. The gun battle broke out when the terrorists opened fire on a patrolling party of the army from an orchard in Shopian, following which the soldiers retaliated. The area has been cordoned off and search operations are underway. And before we end our bulletin, an RSTV exclusive with Kanishk Kataria, topper of the Civil Services final examination. BTech graduate from IIT Bombay, Kataria qualified the examination with mathematics as his optional subject. Our correspondent Navvikram Singh brings us this report.
कनिष्क जी, सबसे पहले तो राज्यसभा टीवी की तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
पहला सवाल आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा कि आपको अपेक्षा थी टॉपर होने की, क्योंकि कितनी तैयारी की थी, कितने साल तैयारी की थी और कितना मुश्किल था?
जी, अपेक्षा तो बिल्कुल नहीं थी। एंड यूपीएससी एग्जामिनेशन ही ऐसा है कि जिसके अंदर कोई रैंक का अनुमान लगाना बहुत ही ज़्यादा मुश्किल होता है। इसमें कोई गारंटी से कह नहीं सकता कि ये रैंक आएगी। स्पेशली फर्स्ट रैंक तो बिल्कुल ही अपेक्षा नहीं कर सकते थे। एंड ये मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम था जब मैं एग्ज़ाम दे रहा था, तो मुझे नॉलेज भी नहीं था कि मेरे कितने मार्क्स आएंगे या कैसे क्या मेरे आंसर्स का स्टैंडर्ड है, क्वालिटी है। तो मुझे पेपर अच्छे हुए थे, मुझे लग रहा था कि थोड़ी अच्छी रैंक आ सकती है, बट फर्स्ट तो कम्प्लीटली अनएक्सपेक्टेड था मेरे लिए।
ये इसमें क्या कोई जीवन में अहम मोड़ आई, क्यों फैसला किया यूपीएससी आने का, आईआईटी के बाद क्या किया?
जी मेरे फाइनल ईयर में आईआईटी में मुझे जॉब मिली थी सैमसंग साउथ कोरिया के अंदर। तो वो काफ़ी अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी था मेरे लिए एंड तब मैंने उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को लेना सही समझा क्योंकि बाहर अच्छा एक्सपोजर मिल सकता था। सो मैं 1.5 साल के लिए बाहर गया, मैंने बाहर काम करा, वहाँ की लाइफस्टाइल देखी, वहाँ का डेवलपमेंट लेवल देखा। फिर मैं इंडिया में आया, मैंने 1 साल इंडिया के अंदर काम करा बेंगलोर में एंड ओवर दैट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम जो फेज़ था तब मैंने देखा कि इंडिया के अंदर भी बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, स्पेशली इन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वेयर आई कैन गिव माई ओन एक्सपर्टीज़ एंड उसमें मैं काफ़ी अपनी टैलेंट को यूटिलाइज़ कर सकता हूँ।
पहले ही अटेम्प्ट में यूपीएससी क्रैक करना एक बड़ी उपलब्धि है, वो भी पहले स्थान पर। तो क्या कोई खास पैटर्न था?
जी पैटर्न ऐसे कुछ सच था नहीं। फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट होता है तो बहुत मुश्किल होता है क्योंकि कोर्स ही इतना होता है कि सब कुछ मैनेज नहीं हो पाता है। तो मैंने सबसे पहले आइडेंटिफाई करे थे मेरे देयर आर 3 to 4 सीनियर्स जिन्होंने पहले एग्ज़ाम क्लियर करा हुआ है। सो उन सब की स्ट्रैटेजीज़ मैंने कुछ एलिमेंट्स पिक करे एंड मैंने खुद की एक स्ट्रैटेजी उससे बनाई एंड मैंने उसको अच्छे से फॉलो करा एंड अलॉन्ग विद माई ऑप्शनल पे मैंने अच्छा फोकस करा एंड जो जनरल स्टडीज़ था उसको मैनेज करा साथ में एंड जो मेरा कंफर्ट लेवल था उसके हिसाब से मैंने उस स्ट्रैटेजी को यूज़ करके एग्जामिनेशन दिया एंड आई वुड ऑल्सो कि लक फैक्टर भी होता है एंड अल्टीमेटली एवरीथिंग वर्कड फाइन फॉर मी एंड आई गॉट फर्स्ट रैंक।
टीवी शोज़ देखते थे, न्यूज़ वगैरह आप देखते थे और क्या ख़ास तौर पर आपको उसमें
जी इस मौके पे मैं RSTV का बहुत ज़्यादा थैंक्स बोलना चाहूँगा क्योंकि देर आर फ्यू वेरी गुड शोज़ सच एज द बिग पिक्चर डिबेट बाय फ्रैंक परेरा एंड देश देशांतर बाय मिस्टर कविन सचिन, विशेष इज़ देयर, साइंस रिपोर्टर इज़ देयर। सो जब भी मेरे को मौका मिलता था मैं कोशिश करता था कि वो शोज़ देखूँ। अगर मेरे टीवी पे मिस होते थे तो मैं यूट्यूब पे जाके उनको ज़रूर देखता था। स्पेशली जो बिग पिक्चर डिबेट्स होती थी उसके अंदर फ्रॉम मेंस पर्सपेक्टिव एंड इवन ड्यूरिंग द इंटरव्यूज़ जो क्रिटिकल एनालिसिस होती थी, जो क्वालिटी के जो एक्सपर्ट्स आते थे उनकी जो ओपिनियंस होती थी उन्हीं को मैं कोशिश करता था कि आई लर्न फ्रॉम दैट एंड उनको मैं अपने आंसर्स में इनकॉर्पोरेट करूँ एंड आई डेफिनेटली फील कि मेरा इंटरव्यू अच्छा हुआ था एंड इन दैट RSTV डिबेट्स दे प्लेड अ वेरी बिग रोल।
So that's it from us in this news bulletin. Thank you very much for your time.